when people get into the music industry, they get so big that their prices get big, their agents get big, and they don't want to perform at the lower level raves that made them. What we done, we stuck to performing at our lower level raves.
Yo, mate, go around, mate. Go around, mate. No, I'm joking. I swear down, I'm joking. I swear I'm joking. Oh my gosh. Oh my, this is too outrageous. That was just a joke.
The young ones are crazy, innit?
That was such a joke, and that was.
That was the wrong one. That was the wrong one. You shouldn't have. Someone should have got involved in that one there.
See,
still.
He was gonna go around as well, you know.
Skip what? Skip on my G.
Gonna go around.
Good, yeah. See you in a minute, my brother. Good. Yeah, love. Like how everyone's stepping up for man today. You get me? Well gone, G. You good?
What bad people?
Yeah. Respect.
Yeah.
Yeah, where was we? Yeah, what it was, is that we kind of kept loyalty to the garage scene. And at the same time we're getting popular, the garage scene is fighting us. The community, our streets are fighting against us, like waiting for us to slip up and all of that. So it's like, when we done an event, there was a shootout at one of our events. You know what I mean? We had to turn up with Nation of Islam, all of that. Even one time, when we done an event in Hackney Oceans, I had the Nation of Islam around me. So I had like 100 man at the back at Hackney Oceans and police at the front. So we locked down whole, and I was with you, like I had you lot in the building. I had like C1, you're mega, you're mad, man. We can't do a fucking rave in Hackney, but it's gonna go off. There were no problems there, you know what I mean? Because the way how we locked it down, it was different. And this is why I kind of look at the industry today and I say, a lot of people have rivalries with different factions of areas. But if you want to lock down your venue, your little event, your little celebration, you can lock it down and have every rivalry in the building and lock it down. Have different level of security where people behave themselves. You know what I mean? You got to know how to have. You got to know how to have different level of connections, whether it's the police outside, whether it's security on the inside, to lock it down so that everybody can have a party. We're not here about discriminating each other from events and from certain avenues from getting the bag, just because you want to flex your power. You can't flex your power with the other cultures, but we're all flexing our power with our own culture. You know what I mean? So it's a little bit dumb. So that's why I kind of wanted to just show that we could do events still and just lock it down a certain way regardless. And that's why problems started to occur. Like there was a shooting outside Garage Delight, one of our Garage Delight raves, and we was in the newspapers, and that jeopardized our whole tour. We couldn't really tour because of that, and that's just us showing loyalty to the scene that made us. Yeah, we didn't have to do that event, but we done it out of love, you know what I mean?
So now, obviously, with the show, because show money, I would imagine it was like played a big part in, or not?
Yeah, show money does play a big part. Like, show money is something that, it's everyone's bread and butter, man.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Like, you only get, in the music industry, you only get money twice. At the beginning of your project and when you deliver your project.
Like
that's why when you have an album deal, yeah, I'll break it down. When you have an album deal, you get a percentage of your album money. When you complete your album, you get the other percentage of your album money. If your album does good, you get your next album budget.
Okay.
You get me? If your album doesn't do good, they're going to be umming and ahhing whether to even give you your next album budget. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why some people rush their albums, some people rush their projects just to get to the next level of bag, and the next minute, wherever you thought was going to be their third or fourth or fifth album, it doesn't happen. With So Solid's second album, it was meant to be a double album. I done tunes with Beanie Man, I done tunes with Khalees, I done tunes with so many different, we done 21 Seconds Part 2, Roll Part 2.
Else with Khalees?
No, I done songs with Khalees, bro.
Done something else with Khalees?
Didn't do nothing else with Khalees, bro.
It's cool, but you get what I'm saying, come on,
Khalees is a cool friend of mine still, you get me?
Come on, man.
We ain't even talking about that.
Let me get a WhatsApp.
We ain't even talking about that. Khalees is cool, bro.
Yes, it's cool, man. Come on, all the milkshakes.
Big up Khalees.
Big up Khalees.
Big up everyone around there, you know what I mean?
We don't kiss and
it's doing good.
You get me? So up at the Max show. We don't kiss.
What happened with Max? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, binds, man. You don't know it's coming for us, man. Yeah.
But these Americans can't come for nobody, bro.
God. Oh, look, don't start him off, you know.
Yeah? Especially on man's territory, bro. This is London. Cam's cool, man.
Okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I like all of them. I like everybody. You know what I mean? Just don't belittle what we got here over here, man, and everything's
What
crisp.
happened with that though?
With what?
With the Cam situation, because obviously
This is why I say, like, people don't really
back.
understand what South London's like and what Battersea or Brixton or like, fam. Like I already told you, our radio station is in Brixton, like Supreme FM. The So Solid album was produced in Brixton, Dairy Studios. Every day and night, cars parked outside Dairy, not a scratch, not a smashed window, no nothing. We're there every day. When Rockefeller came over here, Beanie Siegel, Memphis Bleak, we brought them to a Brixton studio. And not a West One, not in no safe haven. You know what I mean? Face is living in Mitesfield. Everybody talks like Mitesfield or some jungle estate. Baghdad. Listen, Mitesfield weren't Baghdad to me. You know what I'm saying? It weren't Baghdad to me.
We got the Baghdad.
Yeah, maybe like when maybe when enough man
no.
took on the Muslim thing. And I tell you one thing, like the Muslim thing kind of connected a lot of black youth that were some were afraid, you know what I mean, to be out there on their own and not be a part of something. And some understood the religion and knew it was a beautiful thing, and they took it on for all the right reasons. But enough man did use certain things as a form of togetherness and protection and as a form of intimidating people. You know what I mean? So you started to hear names of estates, Baghdad, Iraq, and listen, let that go, man. Yeah, there's no Taliban here. But I didn't see any of those areas as any the areas you can't go to. Any area that you hear about, whether it's, you know, Chalk Farm, whether it's Fields in East London, whether it's Complex, where Stonebridge, wherever it is, if you're from those areas and you've been to those areas before, you know what time to move, you know what time to go there, you know when to step out and when not to step out. The whole hood isn't just when you step in, it's on. You know what I mean? You know how to drive, you know how to move in these areas. It's just us as a black community, you want to gas up these areas like it's a no-go zone, like it's real Afghanistan. And it's nothing like that. You know what I mean? Sometimes we've got to kind of just pipe down our level of badness and put it in a category and just be a little bit more rational and respectable of how we are as people, because it makes us sound like savages. And we're not savages. Our gangster, when it comes to what we're meant to do with it, yeah, was senseless. You get me? It had no form of order, had no form of ambition. It was just badness of disrespecting your friends, disrespecting gyal, sexual bullshit with the gyal that we used to like and all of that, breeding up each other's girls and friends and sisters and cousins, and it led to nothing. And now everyone's online can only talk about how bad they were, but it led to nothing. It's like failed achievements. So this is why I'm saying I'm one of those people, bro, where when you look on life and when you look on what you're meant to be doing with your badness, it has to lead to business, it has to lead to foundational wealth, it has to lead to where you can come to your ends in this day, 2023, and not even look. How many times have I looked around me for someone, you know what I mean, blood? You're meant to be calm. It's meant to be a place where your grandparents and your kids can grow up and everything's crisp, no shots are flying, and feds ain't got to turn around all the time.
You got a glove on.
Leave me alone, fam. This is the conversation. Shall I take it off?
Doesn't look calm. Don't look calm. I'm just saying with the speech, it doesn't make the speech. The speech doesn't seem like this with a glove on. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying. You know why I wear a glove majority of the time now? I'm just saying. You know why? Obviously, because one hand gets colder.
This is no. You know why he moves like that? I'm just an OCD guy, man.